I had an interview with Jenny Hicks at Midwich, and she actually mentioned that actually having darker content on screens tends to be more energy efficient than bright whites and things like that, and the contrast in that can actually be really beneficial too.
Absolutely. Those are excellent additional points.
Perfect.
Evaluating the environmental impact of the servers powering content management systems and opting for energy efficient options is crucial.
Hello and welcome to Digital Signage Explore. My name is Tim, and doing a little bit of an experiment here where I thought it would be interesting to interview someone who has every single piece of knowledge in the world, as it seems. I'm actually going to invite on Chat GPT, and we're going to do a really short 5-minute interview with them. So let's connect. Hello, welcome. Thank you very much for joining Chat GPT. You're on a show called Digital Signage Explore. Are you happy for this to be shared externally?
Hello. Yes, I'm happy for this to be shared externally. What can I help you with on Digital Signage Explorer?
Well, so what we wanted to talk about was digital signage and the benefits, and I thought a really good subject to start off with would be around eco-friendliness and how digital signage is affecting the environment and whether it has a positive or negative effect compared to print media. Do you have any information on that?
Absolutely. Digital signage generally has a positive impact on the environment compared to print media. It reduces paper waste, energy consumption, and chemical usage associated with printing. Additionally, digital signage allows for dynamic content updates, reducing the need for reprinting materials. Overall, it's a more sustainable option.
Interesting. Do you have any sources or sites that you could recommend for people to learn about that?
You can check out resources like the Digital Signage Federation, DSF website, which often provides insights and studies on the environmental benefits of digital signage compared to traditional print media. Additionally, industry publications like Digital Signage Magazine and Digital Signage Today may also have relevant articles and research on this topic.
When it comes to the longevity of hardware and devices, I guess for digital signage in general, there are a few things that people could do today to make their digital signage infrastructure more environmentally friendly. I have a few in mind. Could you elaborate on some that you might think of?
Certainly. One way to make digital signage infrastructure more environmentally friendly is by using energy-efficient displays and components. This can include opting for LED backlit displays, which consume less power than traditional LCD screens, and selecting energy-efficient media players and peripherals. Another strategy is to implement smart scheduling and content management systems to minimize unnecessary energy consumption. By scheduling displays to turn off during off-peak hours or when not in use, businesses can reduce their carbon footprint and energy costs. Additionally, considering the life cycle of digital signage equipment is important. Choosing products from manufacturers that prioritize sustainability and offer options for recycling or repurposing old equipment can help minimize electronic waste. Lastly, using renewable energy sources such as solar or wind power to operate digital signage installations can further reduce their environmental impact. These are just a few examples of how businesses can make their digital signage infrastructure more eco-friendly.
That's really fascinating, and to be honest with you, you kind of touched on nearly all of the ones that I was going to mention. The only ones in addition to that is looking at the servers that are being utilized by CMSs to see if the servers that are being selected are also following a good kind of eco-friendly approach with energy efficiency and renewable resources being in mind. And as you mentioned, we're kind of making sure the players are turning on and off as and when requested. You can also make sure that you could actually look at your content in terms of it being darker. I had an interview with Jenny Hicks at Midwich, and she actually mentioned that actually having darker content on screens tends to be more energy efficient than bright whites and things like that, and the contrast in that can actually be really beneficial too.
Absolutely. Those are excellent additional points.
Perfect.
Evaluating the environmental impact of the servers powering content management systems and opting for energy-efficient options is crucial. Also, adjusting content to feature darker colors instead of bright whites can indeed reduce energy consumption, as darker pixels require less power to display. Considering these factors collectively can significantly contribute to making digital signage more environmentally friendly. It's great to hear that you're already thinking about these aspects.
Perfect. Chat GPT, thank you very much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure to be here and discuss the fascinating topic of digital signage and its environmental impact. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thanks very much. Goodbye. And that was the interview. Thanks very much for joining. You can learn more about digital signage via Digital Signage Explored, or you can use Chat GPT, to be honest with you. Depends on which side you want to hear. But I think both in combination works really well. I don't know what that was.